Hello, hello, I am Rangaroo.
And I'm Graham.
Good day of another 1v1 from the Wargame Bootcamp Discord Elite Tournament, of course. We're once again on the field of Paddy Racking, and who's racking in today's Paddy, Graham?
So today, Rang, on the left, we have the one and only Blitzwar in the blue playing as Scandinavian Mechanized. And then on the right, we have Grand, not the Graham Slam. Please don't confuse yourselves. He is playing Landjit Mechanized.
Indeed, so quite a lot of Northern European action here.
Mm.
Both sides kind of mimicking each other with the Scout Defender opener. Unfortunately, neither can shoot at each other. The Blitz going for a, well, I say a Blitz play of Vehicle Rust down south.
Yeah, this is very much like his style, just out of left field. It's insanity. I have no idea if it's going to work. He might win the game in the first 5 minutes or completely lose it. Who knows what's going to happen. But you are right, Rang. It is a very similar kind of style decks, not only mechanized, but the entirety of Denmark's male population is in this game.
No, there's not going to be much left of him after this, I guess, training incident which is about to occur.
Yeah, you can even see the NM45s right there with their 20 mils trying to engage, as Blitz has a big ball in golf and a big ball in alpha here. It's kind of working, though the automatic might... Let's see if the automatic can actually put a stop to it here. There he goes, shooting out, because it is basically a tank right now.
Yeah, there's really not much heavy armor here. We got some CV 9030s, but those aren't exactly scary. While if we look up North Real Fast, Grand is trying to make something happen here. So you get a decent amount of ATGM shots.
Yeah, and honestly, Blitz's attack in the south, the Bravo Alpha line is working a lot better than his golf push here. The golf one's basically run its course, though he does have some RBSs right there trying to get some... Okay, they're going to hit the M113s. So Grant needs to be a little bit careful because 2A1s are exposed. His mortar is not doing anything, so you don't want to take side shots or anything from that Swedish ATGM team.
Yeah, and down south, the Grand Otomatic got blapped by, I believe, the other Otomatic. Oh, and the SCRV.
Yeah,
Free. So Blitzwar's pretty much got this cleared up now. We're seeing Grand to invest in an F-16 block, soon to be in War Thunder, going in for the other F-16.
MLU. The MLU for Blitz, though, actually getting the shot there, and with the AMRAM along with, I think, No, it must have just... The Hawk got it, I think.
Oh, and the Automatic kills the F-16. God damn.
Rip.
God damn, you really just forget how deadly the Automatic can be.
Yeah, we haven't seen it in a while. It's just I don't know why. I guess we don't see too much like Landshut or Scandinavia that at the very top. Though both are very capable of mechanized decks.
Yeah, like the Scandies, especially if we go back to airline battle militia spam, have some very good spammable militia and some pretty decent IFVs as well. Like the Danish Tourney mill is pretty cost effective.
Yeah, it is. And then Landja, on the other hand, they do get, I think, arguably, the best tank for mechanized play. The Leopard 2A1 at 100 points is just, you really don't need too much more of that in a lot of these days. And how these games kind of can go at certain times. So he has good armor. Actually, the support tab for Landjit mech is pretty decent as well. Obviously, both get the OP-matic.
Of course. But no, pretty interesting opener so far. We're kind of seeing... replay happened like a few weeks back.
Oh, Scout Defender's broken through. Oh, the SCRF might. Oh no, he's engaging the Jeep there. The Hawk doesn't have line of sight. The Scout Defender going. It's Walter White in it, Rang.
Oh my god, he might be able to.
This time he's not gonna hit the fob though.
No, he's gonna find the juiciest target because there's no fob.
No. The Hawk fires. Open it.
Oh!
The Scout Defender is broken through the rear line. Oh, and with the Lukes. There's a Lukes coming on the backside as well.
Oh, but there's another Scout Defender. The Scout Defender isn't going to be able to defend against the Scout Defender.
Okay, and then Blitzwar has the machine gun on for his guys. So, his CV.
Guys.
Opening up on the Scout Defender. But he brought it down already to one speed and drove over.
Oh!
And the Luke's getting blapped by the STRF at the last second. Wow.
Wow, the infantry CV actually able to defend itself in a very rare...
Hold on, this Blitz is not out of the woods yet, though, because he marked that position. There's an F-100D with a bunch of Hydra rockets to the far side of the map right now. Coming in, these are the kind of shenanigans you sometimes get on Paddy Field as we completely neglect the rest of the map to watch.
Yeah, screw the rest of the map.
One hot.
Yeah, we're gonna see some Vietnam like a rocket
Yes.
attack action here.
Absolutely. He thinks Denmark has joined the fray.
But Blitzwar hasn't moved yet because he still needs to get reinforcements out. He is going to see it. This is only a Hydra rocket, so...
Oh, it's a little short. He's short. Yeah, as Blitzwar's able to move away, F-100 doesn't get it, and the automatic's out now, and so the rear line shenanigans should come to an end.
Yeah. Good clutch there from Blitzwar, because you can... He might have actually lost the match, because there's nothing in Charlie. There's no other CVs.
No, that would have been game over.
That would have been GG.
That was a game-winning move. Neither of them with a CV out right now, which is not standard. Most of the time, Hotel and Charlie are, if not capped, immediately ranked. They are within the first 2 or 3 minutes, and we're 6 minutes into this game now. Actually, a cluster block being brought out here by Grant. What is he clustering?
Is he gonna cluster the bell? Please don't tell me he's gonna. He has aim 9s for that.
He's doing far side. Is he trying? I don't know what he's doing. I mean, the Leopard 2A1's broken through Foxtrot. Is he trying to get the SU? I don't know. I'm very confused. Oh, but the block 15's out now, and he's showing his tail. 1 missile hit right there from the Sparrow. Sparrow and Sidewinder going out, and he gets killed. So whatever Grand was doing, it was not actually Grand.
No, it was not grand indeed. But yeah, especially with the lack of CVs has really just shown how aggressive, and just the playstyle of Rail as well, both sides have been. I mean, we've pretty much seen a rush for the opposing +1 sector, and now we got like a very interesting lineup where it's just, you know, split across the map, but more horizontally.
One with no ammo whatsoever because he got ammo rack. This F-100D, I don't know what it's doing. He's actually with the died on automatic. He was used to flying over Vietnam, and instead he came over that dreaded Italian piece of work.
Yeah. We've got like Jaime shooting up north, fighting Little Reserve Rule against Fauchimiaga, but well, not as scary as a German.
Fauchimiaga will be able to kill all of them.
Yeah. And be able to hold their ground. So just really bizarre opener. It doesn't really feel like either side is in. It doesn't like overwhelming. Like victory support. I mean, both sides have good presence in either Alpha.
Oh no, the 2A1! He went so far, and then bam, rip.
RBS.
Dang. Just gunned down right there in his prime. He survived so much, tried to make it back to base, just get RBS'd.
Yeah. And who is going to actually buy a CV? Like, we're almost 10 minutes in.
I didn't even notice Grand's CV in base is a Centurion.
Yeah. He doesn't even have it in the forest. He just has it out in the open.
On the road. He's just big chilling on the road.
Yeah.
It's tea time.
Of course.
As we do see some Panzer Grenadiers here brought up to by Grand with a Martyr 2. Basically a tank right now. That's basically a tank. We see the is that Dragonair? Yeah.
Yeah, it's about to be enough for Grand to clear out.
Yeah, I think so too. Now the Fauchimiaga will be a little bit of a pain, but the Lukes and the Martyr 2 providing really Gucci fire support there. Though the automatic now coming up and said, I'm not so fast. You're engaging that infantry, killing it, M113. Oh, and there's the F100 getting a critical shot on it, and then there she goes. Yep.
Getting big blapped here.
Yeah, and actually Grant's doing a pretty good pushback here. It feels like it's taken a while for Blitzwar to kind of regain his footing, which is kind of surprising considering he's killed actually a bunch of planes from Grant so far. So I don't think he's actually traded that bad. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell because they both lost so much shit.
Yeah, because Grand did lose like one of the Leopard 2A1s up north from some poor maneuvering, but Blitzwar hasn't really been able to punish that. Because Grand still has a good position in Gulf, because he's got the Leopard 2A1 there, and that can just shut down the entire area between Charlie and Foxtrot. Meaning that Blitzwar's having to maneuver all the way up north here just to get some infantry in.
Yeah, and the Lukes here engaging the M113s from Blitzwar over by Foxtrot along with the 106, the recoilless rifle team and the Jeep right there. So they do get some. Oh, the SRF actually coming in clutch with the side shots there. Yep. So putting into that, I mean, that'll give him reestablished Southern controller Foxtrot, and Foxtrot really isn't like locked down whatsoever here by Grands. So I think that's a smart move by Blitz to go ahead and try and resecure that flank for himself. Whereas Alpha, he doesn't necessarily need to hold Alpha to win the game, right? He's already delayed a bunch, and it's not like Grand's in a position to really fully evict him yet. So I'm curious to see where this kind of goes, because Bravo with the Bravo Alpha line under his control, Blitz still has pretty good map control, or presence at least.
Yeah, it feels like both sides are definitely overextended with their initial deployment, and now we're seeing both sides try to deal with the enemy's overextension and scross that, because Alpha and Foxtrot are now being contested. So it seems things are going to slow down a bit into more of a standard grind as we get into the classic paddy field play.
Right, absolutely. I mean, also, I feel like we've casted paddy field a bunch in the past couple weeks. But Blitz is going to make the first CV move. I do like that. I think he's in a pretty solid position. Obviously, it's not the greatest, but hey, his opponent's bloody as well, so you might as well take the time right here, get the Charlie cap. And we got to remember, this is mechanized play. It's slower typically than what we normally see. That opening that you watched, for the viewer earlier, that was just some raw insanity.
Yeah, it's just a Blitzwar match standard.
Yes,
yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen?
No, he might just pull out like Red Dragon Marines.
Red Dragon Moto?
Red Dragon Motor is an actual good deck, yo.
Maybe you should let him know, this is your way of communicating to him, or maybe to all the other players that watch your channel, Ring, that if they play Red Dragon Moto, they'll get casted.
Yeah, Red Dragon Moto, Finland, South Africa, automatic cast. Just put it in the replay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really, guys, if you want to get rich and famous on Ring
exposure.
Yeah, you get that Gucci exposure. You know what to do. Blitz, though, has not unloaded his CV yet. He's busy. There he goes. Okay. He's actually re-pushed into golf, which is nice. That Leopard 2A1 having to evacuate the dance floor right there. The Toe 2's coming up. Do they have utilized all their ammo? The Fenix.
Yeah. It's actually quite crazy seeing those Fenix being able to be deployed very aggressively.
Yeah.
Like Otomatic would have been able to shut that down.
Oh,
but no!
Got the smoke, and that Falkenberger right there with the Erics is basically cosplaying his Legion 90, but with 15 men.
Yeah, it's a very good pick from Blitzwar, because now he's getting a good hold back into Golf. He's getting a little bit into Bravo here. So if he can just clear up what's left of this northern Golf area, he's going to be in a very Gucci spot.
Yeah, he's in a great spot. Just holding on to that backside force in golf is a massive advantage for either player. And with still has a presence in Alpha, Bravo's basically under his control. I'd say, there's nothing in there contesting him yet, but I think if Grand really wanted to throw down over it, he could obviously get enough resources to do some damage. But Blitz, I think he kind of, he feels like the momentum has turned in his favor, and it's getting a little crazier. I mean, we have M41 Bulldogs just throwing down right now.
Yeah, right in the open here. Even the SDRFs are going to be able to come in and be useful with their 14
Oh, nice. Look at the little split right there. Showing off a little bit of micro Grandis. These M41s, though, one of them does go down, though. He realized this is not Korea. And so that SDRF basically just shredding it. I don't even think the M41 killed it. I'm almost positive it was that Bofors gun.
Yeah, Bofors gun will just really wreck people. Especially when, the M41 only has 2 frontal armor. Not a lot, you could say.
Send it. M41, goated recon tab unit.
And either side really has invested that much in the, mechanized tank spam. We haven't seen any more STRVs or Laboratory runs, which is something you're going to want to see in Golf if you want to actually make a good presence. Because as nice as these M41 Bulldogs are, they're going to run. Oh no, it's the STRV. They're going to run into a killing field.
Yeah, STRV also got repaired. He is very low on gasoline, though.
Yeah.
So he can only drive so far. But these M41s from Grand trying to be really annoying here, applying pressure from the top. Automatic Gepard, a 2A1 now being bought out as well to try and screen, keep his tank safe from any of the air power that you can see from Blitz. But Blitz has an amazing amount of map presence right now. He's kind of all over the place. And I think this really suits him, Rang, is when you watch it get chaotic. Like, that's where Blitzwar seems to really shine.
Yeah, he's good at just operating in absolute insane conditions. And it's all over the place. He's got Stormare in the back of Alpha, proven to be a pain. There is that one Dragoneer and Foxtrot from Grand, which still hasn't been spotted yet. But if he can just keep his pressure on to Golf, he definitely has fire forces to maneuver up. It's just a matter of when. And that's a big blob of Fatum. Oh no, it's not. Oh yeah, the 15-man squad.
Yeah, 15-man squads, yeah. So they are getting caught in the open here, and actually nasty strike F100 and eliminating one of the squads right there. Luke's coming up as well. One downside to the Eric's is that it does only have 1,050 meter range. And now we'll see if she can get some shots in here. Yeah, one goes down right there. Though he might get the kill. And really, if your Luke's is trading out with Falcon Yager, that's not a bad trade. Yeah, then Eric's misses, so I think he should die here.
I think at least the M41 will be able to clear out the rest of Foxtrot, so very good geographical gains here for Blitzwar. Doesn't help it Luke's is almost out on ammunition. It's always funny seeing with, like, when people always play the Scandi decks, or Denmark at least, and it always just revolves back to Walker Bulldog spam.
Always Walker Bulldog spam. Going full circle. And you'll say, Grant also, he does get a Bravo, which is why I mentioned earlier, if he put any real investment into that, he could get into Bravo, because Blitz just kind of had more like a screen of units there. And also, a lot of them left.
Yeah.
They drove into Golf here, running on top of this Milan 2, though he is taking some casualties here. These STRFs going down, this STRV trying to basically, you know, will his way to victory here. Oh, a Milan firing at point-blank range here. In the STRV, getting a nice, you know, amount of damage there, but it does go down. Oh, and a F-16 cluster getting brought. That should eliminate this STRV for sure. Oh,
wow!
The dodge.
The speed. It's because it's so low profile, man. It just reeved out of those cluster munitions.
Now, the automatic coming down here, he might have thought, you know, Graham, I thought he might have killed it or at least pushed it back away. No, over the STRV does miss, and the automatic is going to get the kill because it's a tank, baby.
Who needs Laboratory 1 drinking this Otomatic?
OP-matic.
Honest to God. I'm actually surprised that 103 cocked up yet. Because the 103 is a really good tank in a mech-on-mech fight when there's not other super heavy tanks to fight. Because once it's killed other tanks, it does a decent job with its high fire rate at close range. It's a fantastic support unit just because it can shoot so bloody fast.
Yeah, the rate of fire is just absolutely insane with that thing. And you 100% correct, Rang. When you take that tank, you put it in a like super heavy environment, it really does start to thrive. But we just see M41's getting a nice kill there on the Gepard. Even though with these losses, Blitz he has more substance in this Foxtrot Golf sector here. I mean, there's that one Danish infantryman way back in Foxtrot still hanging on. You know, barely has any ammo left, but it's kind of funny. Whereas Grand, though, is committing more resources from Bravo trying to get to Charlie. Downside is Blitz anticipated that, and that's the problem with mech-on-mech action, Rang. It's very easy to get a lot of cheap infantry in position.
Yeah, Blitz coming in pretty clutch with all that infantry to defend his location. So he should be able to at least defend Charlie. Oh, no, actually be able to get back into Bravo and contest that. It's just going to be pretty straightforward. You just put infantry in the forest choke point on the bottom side of the hill, and you call it a day.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a problem for Grand there was a little bit of an overextension into Charlie. He is down, and 100 plus points on Paddy Field can actually be a ton, because very rarely are you fighting each other for the 2-point sectors of the map. It's almost always, you know, Bravo Golf Line where the majority of combat goes down on Paddy Field. So 100-point lead can actually be substantial on Paddy Field. And
yeah,
Grant's just in a, you know, he's in a rough spot now. I mean, just zoom out and see that he doesn't have a lot of units.
No, he does not, and he's just once again buying some more spam. We got Lux's and 106mm recoilless rifles. Really just very ghetto units all over this. It's absolutely fantastic. But Blitzwar has a good defensive position. He's got geography. He doesn't have great units in a position. No, like, STRVs or proper medium tanks, apart from the Otomatic.
Yeah, 100%. And one thing I want to say, Blitz has done an amazing job at countering the air coming out of Grand. That's the 4th plane I think he shot down. Wow. 3 of them with fighters of his own, so very good control. Oh, he's actually calling out the CV to go to the exact spot where the Dragonair is. It'd be funny to watch the CV kill that last Danish infantryman. But yes, overall, Blitzwar is in a fantastic position right now. It's almost, I think, this might be untenable here for Graham, because once the mech train gets rolling, regardless of whether, you know, you're both mech, it's really hard to get back in it because there's just constant amount of units that starts to suffocate your opponent. And that works in the mirror matchup as well if you trade it negatively.
Yeah, especially early on, and now especially Paddy Field of how grindy it is it's really just 2 lanes to push. It's not like Nuclear Winter was coming where you can just push some unknown flank and get an advantage. Grand.
All the SCRVs saw the Dragonair, and then did Blitz notice it? Because the machine gun was about to shoot, and now he's driving it. Oh no, he didn't notice it.
He's got another infantry guy coming up to clear it out.
Oh yeah, he does, yeah.
I could have been Oh, he doesn't have rockets.
No, yeah, he's completely out of laws. Yeah, he's rolling right up here. Just quickly shot him up. I was like, the surrender mechanic in ST2 right there. He's like, I'm done.
Wow. I didn't know infantry in its died so fast. I thought it took like 7 minutes.
This isn't Warno.
Oh, really? Oh, I would retitle the video. God.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I mean, I actually heard there was an infantry unit that lived 11 minutes.
11 minutes? Bloody hell. Must have been like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's almost like Eugens decided to roleplay as the British. It's tea and crumpets even when they fight.
Yeah, and with like the autocannons, all boat action.
Yes. Every autocannon is now the warrior. Semi-automatic cannon. Now I just need all the tanks to have no gas and drive really slow, and we've come full circle.
Yeah.
Actually, to be real, to come full circle, we need like the Danish infantry spam to become OP again.
Yeah, we need that in Starship meta. I miss Starship and Danish infantry meta.
Charioteer was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Charioteer meta needs to come back too.
Yeah.
And then with that, Commandosi have to come back.
Hell yeah.
We need the ALB Commandosi, you know.
Well,
I mean, we had Randy Min.
Well, really old school European Escalating Verdarsky. Like the flashbang grenades.
Just flashbang me.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I need to be flashbang so I can forget Warno.
Same.
Bro, same. But yeah, so we'll see. Back to the cast, though. You know, enough Warno bashing. As you see that Grant is trying to bring forward a strike package here. A lot of M41s for infantry fire support. M113s filled with infantry. And we have a Leopard 2A1. Oh, he also bought a M110, which, I mean, it's not crazy expensive at 70 points, but it does kind of feel like I'm not sure how much. Oh, he's buying 2 of them.
Whoa. Is he trying to get CV snipes, maybe, to bring himself back in?
Maybe, but that's a tall order.
Yeah, it is. He doesn't really know where the CVs are.
Right. I love 203 artillery. Big fan of it. But to be honest with you, I'm kind of just more on the Soviet side of it.
Yeah.
I'm not a big M110 guy.
Well, here comes the push. The infantry are rushing down the hill. Dragon isn't loading a little bit earlier, but it's got the other troops. But this is just such a good killing field. The Blitzwar has multiple angles of attack. The one automatic can put down good fire. Same thing with Leopard 2A1. Oh, it's 2 automatics, but...
There's 2 M41s are engaging. Some of the infantry is cleared out here. Automatic firing right down into it. Now we do see armor throwing down here. SGRV trying to engage. This could be crucial for the 2A1 here. If it can get a kill on this SGRV and help establish a foothold in that forest, you know, there's a chance here for Graham. But there is a block up here for Blitz to provide some top cover to keep the planes out of the way.
Yeah, and the SGRV did kill one of the automatics. Fennec Toe 2 coming in.
The Fennec Toe 2 here could be crucial. That automatic goes down. The other automatic takes a nasty shot right there. I don't know what hit it. Oh, SGRV getting the fishing kill. The other automatic cleaning up the infantry and the support, and the 2A1 having to evacuate the dance floor. Oh.
And that is game. Blitz taking the dub with a nice 600 point difference, and he thrives in the chaos.
Absolutely. He loves the chaos. You could tell from the opening deployment that this was about to get out of control, and it didn't disappoint.
Yeah, and it's funny as well, because Grand was actually very close to just winning the game if he was not so aggressive with the scout defender. Because I think if he did an attack move proper, he would have spotted the infantry, and then those 14, like, FFAR rockets would have just gotten the GG. And
he had Walter White in it.
He did. No, just broke his hand, like, punching a hand dryer.
Yeah, instead he got shot down over the fields of Paddy Field.
Mm-hmm. But then, go ahead.
I was gonna say what's crazy was the follow up though, where Graham was like, okay, that kind of went badly, or it didn't go badly, right? But I kind of lost that. I'm doubling down, and I'm getting an F-100 with the Hydra rockets. I'm gonna try and snipe because I mean, Blitz, to his credit, moves out of the way, which is huge because they able to survive right there. Because that would have been a game-winning move. Like the game would have been over because neither player bought a CV at the start or even in the first couple minutes. I think we took like 8-9 minutes to get a CV, second CV.
Yeah, they're kind of playing it motorized in the rave, just how aggressive they were at the
All
start.
the recoilless rifle teams driving around, like it did almost. You're right. It almost did kind of look like a motorized deck throwing down.
But Blitz just managed to trade more efficiently. Definitely got a little bit of heavier armor sooner, which helped out a lot. And also just those Fennec Toe 2s really punish a lot of ground play. Because there was, apart from, like, both sides only really invested in Automatic. There was like a 1 Ethos Hawk for a little bit. But they just didn't have a good enough anti-aircraft coverage, Grant is, to deal with those Fenixes. Because they got vital kills on those, like, medium-heavy tanks.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a really fun game to cast. It was absolutely out of control, which makes it, I think, enjoyable for us because sometimes in the elite, especially at the elite level, it can get very, very skirmishy. Though I would say for the past couple weeks, we've had a bunch of solid games. So it was just
absolute bangers. Like,
just
good job, guys.
Yes, good job, peoples. This one was just insane, but absolute blast to cast.
Indeed, and we'll leave it off, yeah. So, thank you very much for joining. And usual, please just take it easy.